All right, this is Ubaid on behalf of Electronics, and in this video we'll learn about scarcity of goods, okay, opportunity cost, and free goods. Okay, so when it comes to a scarce good, this is something that is not available in abundance. Okay, an example would be precious metals, okay, such as gold and silver. Okay, so when we talk about gold and silver, okay, these are precious metals that are not available in abundance. Okay, equals scarce goods. All right, and the reason why they're considered scarce goods, okay, in terms of economics, is because of the allocation of raw materials, resources, so on and so forth, to produce or mine these goods. Okay, so when it comes to a business or a company that is involved in mining gold and silver, okay, let's assume that this is our production possibility frontier. Okay, PPF. Okay, this is your PPF chart. And over here you have silver, and further down, okay, for your x-axis, you have your gold. All right, so now, okay, when it comes to allocation of resources, okay, allocation of tools, equipment, labor, okay, so on and so forth, you have to decide between either or. Okay, you cannot allocate, especially if, okay, resources are scarce, you cannot allocate scarce resources towards mining both the metals. Okay, for that reason, okay, let's say a company is involved in mining silver, okay, and decides to allocate resources towards gold, okay, your production possibility frontier will look something like this, okay, where the input of production is moving towards gold, towards producing more of gold. Okay, so say for example, you have 10 units to allocate to silver. Okay, as you move down the production possibility frontier chart, okay, you will have less and less units. Okay, so over here you might have nine, over here you might have eight. This is for silver. Okay, and as you allocate less and less units towards silver, okay, you're basically bumping up your units for gold. Okay, your input of production goes up high for gold. Okay, so you're allocating more labor, you're allocating more raw materials. Okay, you're allocating, okay, more tools, equipment, so on and so forth, more time, okay, towards mining gold. Okay, so in that case, okay, this has to do with allocation of scarce resources. All right. Now, the allocation really depends on marginal benefit. Okay, we'll talk about marginal benefit in some of the later videos, but basically it has to do with return on investment. Okay, just like marginal utility, which has to do with satisfaction, marginal benefit has to do with the return on investing your resources towards producing a good versus the cost of producing that good. Okay, so the marginal benefit of a good versus the marginal cost. Okay, so in this case, if the marginal benefit of gold is higher, okay, let's say the price of gold goes up in the stock market for whatever reason, and the company makes more profit off selling gold, then obviously the marginal benefit of producing gold is much higher compared to cost of production. And because the marginal benefit is higher, okay, the company will then decide to allocate more resources towards gold, okay, mining equipment, tools, okay, materials, so on and so forth, towards gold compared to silver. Okay, so as a result of which, now, okay, the company will have to decide, okay, whether they want to use, okay, a certain tool towards their gold mining camp versus using the same tool towards their silver mining camp. All right. So this has to do with allocation of goods. Now, on the other side, you have a free good. Now, when it comes to a free good, okay, so let's say this is your free good. Your free good is something that is available in abundance. Okay? So this is something that is available in abundance. Now, an example would be air in the atmosphere. Obviously, air is available in abundance. Now, whether or not this air is free from pollutants is another story. Okay, it might be scarce in some locations. It might be available in abundance in some other locations. Okay, some countries do have air without pollutants. Okay, other countries do not have the privilege of breathing in air, okay, without pollutants. Okay, so in that case, okay, air without pollutants could be a scarce good, but air in general, okay, would be considered an abundant good. Okay, something that is available in abundance, hence a free good. Okay, so in this case, air is a free good. Another example of a free good would be water. Okay, water in the ocean might be, okay, in abundance. All right. But at the same time, if you can desalinate that water for drinking, okay, a water, okay, that you can drink, okay, the water that you can drink is obviously a scarce commodity. Okay, so drinking water will be scarce in this case. But water in general is a free good. Okay, and likewise, you have other commodities, raw materials, okay, elements on the periodic table, which are available in abundance. Okay, and carbon is one of them, for example. Okay, so this is basically the difference between something that is scarce and something that is available in abundance. Now, the easy way to remember this is to understand that scarce goods come with opportunity cost. Okay, so for example, when it comes to gold and silver, okay, the opportunity cost of producing gold would be silver because you're sacrificing, okay, you're giving up silver for gold when it comes to production. Okay, on the other side, when it comes to air or water, you do not have an opportunity cost, okay, because they're available in abundance for everybody. All right, so over here, free good has no opportunity cost. All right, so that's basically it when it comes to scarce versus free goods. On behalf of electronics, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.